to behind the gates. So far, we've had the pleasure of touring 3 Paradise Island estates, from a legendary island property and a customized dream utopia to a spectacular contemporary masterpiece. This next estate is large and in charge. Tucked away on the western tip of New Providence and Lyford Key, this Mayan water world owned by fashion magnate Peter Nygård is a one-of-a-kind private resort that is beyond words. And it's definitely like no other home I've ever seen before. I met with Bianca Nygård, who gave me an exclusive tour of this extremely unique property.
This looks like it is an ancient paradise.
Inspired and designed after Mayan civilization, this unconventional island paradise has been in the making for over 2 decades.
My dad is Peter Nygård, and he is a rags to riches story, and he never had a treehouse as a kid, so he decided that he would build this as his treehouse. So he actually did all the design here himself, and as his fashion design company grew in Canada, so did this house.
This is the ultimate tree house.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank
I've
you.
never seen anything like this before.
He loves the Mayan architecture. So as you'll notice that there's a lot of Mayan pieces in here. And then he just liked to build with nature in the Bahamas. So it's the tree house where there's huts over the water and with the air flowing. And so you get the best of the Bahamas, and it always feels like you're living outside.
The owner wanted to make a huge statement with his private resort, so he paid close attention to every detail. From majestic urns that stand on the beach, to an amazing dance floor that will accommodate up to 100 guests. This ancient paradise was constructed like a work of art.
Even all the trees that you see here, all the trees, he handpicked those and he planted them and drove the crane. This is his hobby. But see, he didn't only buy the land, he bought the air. You know what I mean? So
Oh, really?
that's how he feels. So that's why he built the mountain.
Hundreds of craftsmen used tons of stone to create this colossal structure, extending over the 60 feet and using only customized materials.
Everything that you see here was made here. So even I grew up here, I know how to lay down rebar, pour concrete, drive a mini excavator.
No way.
Yeah, our whole family does.
I don't think I've ever been to a place where all of the materials are built on site.
Every structural element on this property is not only eye-catching, but is also uniquely crafted to the very last detail. In many ways, the Bahamian architectural heritage has been captured, all while intertwining a Mayan theme. However, what was almost a complete dream home has now turned into an entirely new project.
Then we kept on building and building, and it was under construction for 20 years.
20 years?
I think, yeah, and then it was all wood and thatch and glass, and this was a big grand hall here, and then we had a fire. Everything went down in 4 hours or so.
But this tragic event didn't end Nygård's hobby to continue his creation of the ultimate luxury treehouse. Instead, he looked at the grounds as if it were a new canvas and kept on building his work of art.
I didn't know how he was going to react when he came here, but actually what he did was he was walking, he was like, oh, there's a dead leaf on that plant. You have to fix it. Now you got to clean up this glass. You got to do that. And he never looked back. He just kept on going with what is going to be the next plan now.
Prior to the fire, Nygård Key consisted of 22 secluded cabanas, interconnecting pools, a state-of-the-art movie theater, and an over-the-top grand hall. Now, only a few of these eclectic spaces remain.
We're gonna go up to one of the rooms at the top that we call Driftwood. And this room is really unique because actually a lot of the rooms were made from stuff that we have already available to us on the island, like this driftwood, which was the casuarina tree.
Oh my God.
So everything here was made out of that casuarina tree. So this is the root turned upside down to give you the bed. And the floor is made out of the same wood.
So it has all of the same wood extended throughout the whole entire room.
Yeah, and this was actually wood that we needed to get rid of on the island anyway in preparation
scrap wood.
for the hurricane. Yeah, that's right.
The master suite was designed to make you feel like you're on a luxury retreat. From an infinity jacuzzi tub and customized sinks to an over-the-top king-size bed. A night's stay in this spacious room will be an unforgettable experience.
What are people's reactions when they just walk into this property?
I think that once you hit the gate, it's like this massive Jurassic Park looking gate, you know? And I think that people, they just are that double breath, like, and then people always say that there's just so much details here that they could walk around for weeks and never see all of it, you know?
Yeah, I know that when I walked in, I felt like I was going into a theme park.
Yeah, it's definitely like that, yeah.
This utopia is set right on a private beach, which means the world is your oyster and absolutely anything goes.
This is what really brought my dad here to the Bahamas is the water. In fact, the first year of my life was spent on a sailboat here. Out of all the places in the world that he could have gone to, when he got here, he fell in love with the water and the sand and the people here in the Bahamas.
Not only does this fantasy island offer privacy, amazing scenery, and multiple unbelievable entertainment areas, but it also boasts a tennis court that is definitely one of a kind.
Underneath the tennis court, we have a huge tank. So when it rains, we catch all the water in there, and then we have a reverse osmosis machine here.
Really?
Yes, so that's how we get all of our water.
So it's all underneath the tennis court?
It all starts from the tennis court.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so everything's all recyclable here.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, this next feature is a mind-blowing surprise.
Here we have a piece of the Berlin Wall, the real Berlin Wall.
This is from the actual Berlin Wall.
Yes, and this is actually my dad's favorite piece on the property.
Now, although Nygård Key is not on the market, this majestic property can be an exciting retreat for those with a platinum account. To be a bit more specific, a mini vacation with full-service amenities on this eclectic resort has been priced at $42,000 per day. Choosing your dream home in the Bahamas is not an easy task, but if you play your cards right, landing one of these swanky beachfront homes would be the ultimate island experience.
I'm Elena Buenrostro, and join me next time as I show you some of the most incredible homes around the world.